Alright, so this is my 1994 Ford F-150. It has the 4.9 liter straight six. I replaced the fender solenoid, which did not change anything. When I first got the truck, the engine was turning over. It would take a little bit for it to catch, like turning over, but it would, but it wouldn't start. And I was actually recording another video. My dad was recording, I was trying to turn it over, and it fired up. We both looked at each other in complete shock. That was before doing anything. Then it wasn't consistent, so in order to try and fix that, we got the fender solenoid. Upon that not doing anything, we replaced the starter. So I'll go down here and show you the starter, which is right about... I don't have it up on any jack right now, so the new starter is right there, if you guys can see that. So I did that, and then it fired up beautifully every time when I wanted it to, how I wanted it to. But very shortly after doing that, it stopped running completely. It would turn over back to the way it was before. So I took my alternator to get it bench tested. They said that it wasn't any good, and so they told me I needed to get a new one. They gave me the wrong one, then I got the correct one, which is what's in here. When I did that, I also replaced my belt, and I replaced this wheel right here as well. So that didn't change anything. Now, the battery isn't the best, but it's still, the engine turns over, so I'm not too sure what the problem is. And then I replaced the distributor cap, which was already new, but I wasn't sure. The guy told me it was new. So I replaced that, and it still, that didn't change anything. And I also replaced the rotor inside. There is a new oil filter. I replaced the engine oil. And right here, the ignition coil is also new. Now, one thing that I've noticed, if I can prop this up in such a way, there we go. Right here is a wire that has no home, if you guys can see that, and it's connected to the plug that goes into my ignition coil. So I don't know what it is, why it doesn't do anything, but I would like to figure out what that is. And there's other wires that are laying around, like there's a hose there that's just laying around. Then here there's some wires, so it's definitely, oh, and that's the other thing, the PCM. Almost forgot about that. I took that out. It didn't look great. There were some what looked like to be a little bit corroded pieces near the battery. So I ordered a new one. That's all I'm really waiting for. But after that, I have no clue what to do. I'm at the point where if the PCM isn't it and I have no more ideas, I'm going to have to take it to a shop to get it worked on. They want $80 just to look at it. And it hurts more. The money that's not a big problem. Of course, I'd rather do it myself, but it's the fact that I've put so much into it, and for me to have, after all of this, I know I can do it, I just don't know what it is I need to do. So I hope that I had enough detail there. See if I can get a better angle of the starter from up here, if that helps at all. I don't know if it does, but if it does, then that'll be good. Yeah, I'm really at a loss. So thank you guys, and help me out.